And we are live, I believe. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of the Bloodstone Saga, The Road to Bloodstone. I, of course, am here with my lovely players, and today we shall be covering the first signs of civilization within the Borderlands. After quite a long trip through the wilds for most of you, I believe. I can recap if need be, but if anybody has a willingness to recap, you're free to do so.
I think last time we did some traveling, and then I don't remember if we met the orc guys group, the half-orc guys group in the river before or after I threw a coin into a thing and maybe made a deal with like a demon of some kind.
Yes.
But those are both things that happened.
Yes. Before that, you went through some of the old ruins of the Bloodstone, the Borderlands area, not Bloodstone, you're not there yet. Then you proceeded to head through a sort of riverish area, and of course met the mysterious half-orc, who seems at least kind of hospitable. He did welcome you to sort of a small party of sorts. Then you went up through... Well, also, I believe that Magnolia had a kind of strange experience with someone in their life, or it could be someone they don't know. Hard to tell. But after that, yes, you all proceed to head on through to this ruined area that formerly took some of the place of like shrines and graveyards, and yeah, he accidentally made a deal with a demon over a soul coin. Although, is it a demon? Hard to tell. Many questions that will be answered.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine. Spiders didn't affect it, it's fine. But either way. Now it seems that you are about to head to the first village along the path that hasn't either been destroyed or fallen apart entirely. By the name of Bellow's Bog.
Lovely place,
Possibly.
I'm sure.
Although I will ask, what are you doing as you begin to approach? You know you're about, at most, 5-10 miles away tops. That goes for each of you.
Is Bellow's Bog, is that the place we're going to, or is that just an area, or is this a town?
It is from what you have been told by Garland and Garvey, it is a small. Well, I believe it's a small little hamlet of sorts. From what I've heard, they actually occasionally used to have cooking competitions back in the day. But since everyone's starving, it's not necessarily... That isn't in the cards, I'm afraid. Apparently it's beside this massive lake of sorts that starts out as swampland from what you begin to see as the forest begins to grow a little murkier. What are you doing?
Does it not have... Okay, just a question. Have we seen wildlife as we have gone?
Since you went into the Borderlands?
Yeah, since we've been here. Have we seen any wildlife, just in general?
Far less than you would have when you were in the plains beyond the gate to the Borderlands.
But there's still wildlife, yes.
Very occasionally, and from what it seems, it's a little less thriving than you would have seen. You may have seen a particularly thin-ribbed deer, or perhaps...
But there is plant life, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Seems weird, but whatever.
I know what you're doing.
I'm not doing anything particular, just marching along.
Indeed. But as for the other two, what are you doing?
Is this journey taking me back towards where I used to live, or am I going away from where I used to live?
If you're referring to where you would reasonably go back when you used to work with your fellow guild
No, I mean,
members.
like, am I headed, like, towards where, like, my husband?
Oh no, that is to the
manor?
south. It almost
Okay, so I'm
prides
going
you a
away
little
from
bit to know that you are heading away from Hornspar, further and further away from his memory.
I mean, his memory is fine. You know?
Although you do remember when you did work up here, it was rough.
I think Kalissa's feeling pretty good. She made, like, some kind of deal for some power, and as far as she can tell, there's been no negative consequences to that. Hasn't gotten any power yet, but, you know, she's patient. And I think she also, like, knowing that she's headed towards a town, I think she's gonna turn on some of the, like, she doesn't really have the, like, she's not a charisma character, so she doesn't really have the noble, like, silver tongue thing, but she can look noble as fuck.
So you're just prepping your look then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's a little high. She's a little high on herself, so I don't think she's like going in like, should I look rich here? Or so I think she's like, she's got her circlet on, and she's got like her hood down.
Like a certain
She is going into a place called. She is going into a place with Bog in its name, though, so I don't think she's like put on her nice clothes or anything. But
this is not a place of high expectations to you.
No, but she wants the people there to know that they are beneath her.
Time will tell. And finally, what of the mysterious Magnolia?
More than likely, Magnolia, if possible, would have just been chatting with any creatures that she could have possibly found on the way to, well, actually just in general. But now that we are closing in on the town, let me check this. Let me do a self-imposed wisdom saving throw to see if Magnolia is gonna think to ask the animals for information. That's yeah. My wisdom save is at least a +6. That's good. That's good enough. Magnolia will try asking the critters around if she can find any if they have any information on the town. And she's going to assume that their information that they would have would be entirely helpful, even if it isn't.
I see. I described a sickly deer before, so I'll probably describe them. They used to hunt in droves. Usually it was the boar which they stuck and bled. But soon they hunted us. And yet, as they have stopped hunting, we die nonetheless.
Oh!
A very morose deer.
Maybe ask why they're still dying.
Can I offer you any candy, Mr. Deer?
I would
Would that
like
maybe
that.
cheer your
Thank you
spirit?
very much. And we are slowly starting to dwindle. And yet it seems that when we do die, we are taken. Do they eat us still?
Can I, before I ask the steer anything further, can I do like a check to see if I can figure out what is wrong with this deer?
Sure. You can make that
Okay. Would that be like medicine or animal handling?
roll. Animal handling or medicine.
Okay. Okay, I make animal handling with charisma, so it would be this, whatever I roll here, +2.
Yippee. 17.
Yes.
You see that this creature is thin and a little skittish for how even-voiced it is. If anything's really bothering it, it's the lack of food and probably the lack of sleep.
Need lack of food? Can't they eat the grass?
That's a good question. Why aren't they eating the grass?
Okay. I'll ask it if there's a reason that it hasn't been eating the grass out of curiosity. Or the plants around, I guess, in general.
There's a bit of a pause as it goes. Tastes strange. Beyond that, the dead are here. If one of them eats, if one of us sleeps, if one of us eats, it could be next. And then you begin to hear something in the distance. You don't hear it before the deer immediately goes skittish and bounds off into the grass.
Okay, bye, friend.
What a weirdo.
Yeah, that's also concerning. Hey guys, don't eat the plants. They taste weird, apparently. And maybe
Callista's
carry the
immediately
souls of the
more
dead.
interested in the plants.
Can I do my detect magic?
Sure. It's very faint, but you sort of sensed it a little bit. Since you've been here, there's a light hint of necromancy ever since you moved past the borders. Of course, you figured
Alright.
this was just because of how much war was in the borderlands, but it might have had a lasting effect on...
I'm gonna touch it and cast Identify. As part of my thing, I can do that as long as I have to detect magic up. I can touch and do Identify.
Interesting.
What is it? Arcane.
I will say that...
Spell sight.
Interesting. Spell sight.
Yes,
Okay.
touch an object.
This
Yeah.
is... Actually, it's technically conjuration. It seems like when you touch it, there's sort of a yellowish green on your thumb, sort of leaving a print on the grass or the bush. This is the after effects of a cloud kill spell.
Oh, so there's just like residual cloud kill?
Apparently it's not good for the wildlife.
It doesn't just... how the fuck would you clean that? Are you making cloud killing shit like magical fallout?
Not a little bit. It's enough that it's slightly noticeable, but clearly it's not helping the wildlife. Perhaps
How
after
long-
some clerical purification, it could help some.
Oh, God, you need clerical purification.
Anyways, beyond that horrifying reality, you all hear what apparently scared off the deer. It's somebody... It was originally slightly a murmur, perhaps the sound of somebody in the distance. But now, it's a voice of... Hey! Is there someone there? Help! Help!
Starts walking over.
Interesting. Do the rest of you...
Magnolia will run full speed.
Callista will do an insight.
You can certainly insight.
I can't. Actually, I'm driving. I can't roll anything right now. Can somebody
I'll roll for
somebody
you.
click the insight button?
Don't you worry. I'll roll for you. And it takes a while for it to load. Insight check, that's a +1. You got yourself an 8. You know, there are traps that have this sort of thing, but it also could be just somebody being dumb and loud. Hard to judge.
Callis will follow after her dumb and loud people.
And so the dumb and loud find the dumb and loud. Specifically, you come across what seems to be a head in the middle of a place nearby the road. And for a second you wonder if it's like a severed head or something, but no, it seems to be attached. It's just the body's been buried, but the head is still above ground. It appears that it's a bearded head with sort of run down, sort of faded face paint upon it. A black bearded and dark haired dwarf whose body is, you know, buried to the neck. And yet around his neck it does seem that they put a sign and a bit of chain to keep it attached. Cause trouble is what it says. And on that note,
that is the stupidest reason to bury someone to their neck.
the current man in question. Oh, hey, you, come here. If you can't tell, the bastard's got me.
Could be a criminal of some kind.
Oh yeah, criminal. That I would be if they told me what I'd done.
Oh, it says it right there. You caused trouble.
What the
That
fuck
is
does
not
that
good
mean?
reason to bury someone.
Oh, that isn't?
Do you know what that means? I don't know what it means. I literally just showed up there for like a couple of days, played my tunes, and now I'm this shit.
Were you perhaps playing poorly?
Playing
That's
poorly.
still not
I
a
train
reason.
every goddamn day. How dare you?
I'm gonna dig him out.
It does take.
Maybe they're gonna come back and get him out later.
Bro. Bastards beat
How
me
long
to
have you been here?
If they put down it, like if they had actually put down like an actual reason why they did it, he might have left him there. But they just put because he caused trouble. That's not a good enough reason.
He answers your question. I've been here a day and a half. As far as I know, I just showed up to play some music, and then when the fucking weird soldiers, I guess, when they started getting uppity, you know, they started trying to take my shit, so I punched one, and then they took my shit and they buried me. Took my fucking weapon. I need that shit.
Hey.
Well, clearly they didn't want you dead.
I'm surprised
Or
they
they wanted
didn't
him
kill
to die
me.
slowly.
This is death sentence.
Probably that. I think they left me for dead, but God, that's my fucking first mistake for trying to get to Bellow's bog of all fucking places.
Chink,
Hmm.
chink.
This is a very ineffective method of leaving someone for dead.
It's slow. It's torturous. Set example.
Yeah. Got any water on you
That's
by
what the
any chance?
animals might find him tasty.
Luckily, the bugs did not get to him.
Oh, I bet some bugs have gotten you.
You do see that he's as soon as his hands are free, he's like trying to clear his fucking beard. God damn it. Fuck. Do you got any water by any chance? Fucking
We
parched.
have water.
I have candy.
Fuck it, I'll take that.
It's one of the candies with the like a gusher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll say that Garvey at least hesitantly hands out a water thing. He grabs it and then just starts chugging it. Some of it is, you know, going on his beard. He does not give a fuck that he looks like shit right now. Goddamn motherfuckers. I thought they'd kill me, though. I thought so, too, but apparently they just beat the fucking tar out of me. Fucking dragged me here. I don't even know why. It sucks that I gotta go back.
If they go back, won't they just... Or if you go back, won't they just, you know...
If I don't
bury you
get
in
my
the dirt
weapon,
again?
they may as well kill me. That shit's old dwarven artifact. I need that shit.
We could always help you. I mean, assuming that it's okay for us to help.
Sort of.
Magnolia, like, looks towards the group.
He also looks towards the other two of you to sort of see what your reaction would be.
It would be easier to pass through this.
Here we go. Depending on what they say and what they do, if they attack you, I will protect you, depending on if you deserved it or not. From what you say, you don't, so therefore you will be protected.
I guess in return, I'll try and, you know, help you whenever we get to the dwarves. They have a settlement, but it's the opposite fucking direction of here. You gotta go through Bellsbog to get to it.
That's where we're going, I guess. Right? Halflings.
Yes, I believe it goes through there. Yeah. Kirsty just sort of goes, won't this drag attach to us a little bit?
He won't.
She sort of squints at that, but just goes,
he just gestures to him,
yeah,
to the two women.
that's fair enough. I'll try and set up something within the town so that if stuff goes bad, we can get a quick getaway. Nonetheless, the dwarf does sort of look to you guys and just goes, oh, right, my name's Kilmater the Second. Do any of you have any sort of instrument with you?
No. Wait, yes.
I produced like an extra like 3 daggers.
Those are
Instrument.
not instruments, my dude.
Pulls out drum.
Wait, what did you? Oh.
Drum.
I'll take it. Fuck it.
What? What do you mean take?
I can't cast spells without
Oh.
this shit. So
Oh.
I could kind of do it with this.
Return
I'd
when
prefer
done.
I'd prefer it if I had, you know, my weapon and my shit. Apparently, I'm not
But
working with
return
it.
once get weapon.
Yes.
Good.
And with that,
This is an old fucking drum.
he's still gonna use it as best he can.
No, I'm just saying because it's his. He's held on to it for God knows how long. It's old.
He'll work with it. He'll you know what? Because of that, every time he tries to cast a spell, which is gonna be cantrips,
But you dare say it'll break.
I'll say that if he rolls like 2 nat 1s in a row, 3 nat 1s in a row, which thankfully, I'll have it so I roll a D100. I think. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
You're giving my drum death saves?
I don't know. It's an old drum. You said
What
so
did my
yourself.
drum do to deserve this? I'm just saying it has sentimental value that he doesn't know why.
He'll try to keep that in mind. He'll do his best. But nonetheless, he does at least take some time to not look exactly the same. Sort of ties his hair back and, you know, washes off the corpse paint type face makeup he had on. And I will ask you, it does appear that Kirsty is taking some time to sort of, you know, set up something as a bit of a getaway. Do you have anything you'd really want to do with the halflings, or would you prefer they just stay with your dear friend Kirsty?
They can just stay with Kirsty. I don't really think as far as I know, I don't have anything I need them to do.
Alrighty.
Hold on, I'm just switching to my computer
I
screen.
need anything from them either.
Alrighty then. In that case, the party moves on with now a new ally. Well, tenuous ally. He seems a little weird.
If he doesn't give me my drum back,
I'm back. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna. Calissa's gonna make a face and then look at the two halflings and go. Are either of you the sneaky sort of halfling?
Let me actually look at their sheets. Okay, Bloodstone Village, Garland and Garvey. From what? Well, I prefer to usually let my stuff. Oh, we used to hunt all over, back when we were in the halfling towns. Able to sneak up on tree frogs and whatnot. I do have a
Kinda
place
Tree
some.
frogs.
What kind? They live in the rainforest?
In the north, there are frogs in the north.
You said tree frogs.
Not like
Frogs can be
poisonous dart frogs. There are tree.
Well, that's what tree frogs are.
There's different types of tree frogs. Anyways,
The question I'm asking is, perhaps we could retrieve whatever his name was, his weapon the second, before we go into town.
I think we could try and do some reconnaissance, see if we can find just where it is.
Maybe also get a look to see that the townsfolk aren't raving mad or something before we step in there expecting some sort of parlay.
They sort of look to each other and just go, "All right, we'll be back in 30. We'll let you know."
Don't get yourselves caught.
Here,
Oh, I'm
you
not-
can take my raven with you.
Ooh,
My raven familiar.
interesting.
I wasn't going to send you off by yourselves. I was also going to go, but if you prefer to go by yourselves,
Oh no, we'd like to work with you. Wouldn't we?
I'm sure you would.
Garland just sort of looks up to you and squints and goes, "If I can promise you that you'll keep to your words, then, I suppose so."
Which word would that be?
Yes, Garland, what words would that be? Making sure that, I'm not sure. I'm trying to just make sure that this goes along smoothly, and with a raven and a gal, that's a lot of moving parts. I'm sure we can move with the
Don't get
parts.
us.
Concern yourselves with your moving parts, not mine, please.
Hey, we made the same joke. Garland just looks at Garvey with a withering stare and just goes, "Alright, fine. We can work with this. It'll be you, the two of us, and the Raven scouting out the area, while the other three of you, I suppose, just get used to being within the town? Or are we waiting?"
Oh, so you'll hang.
So if they go into the town at the same time as us, then we might as well just all go.
I don't know. I'm trying to agree. So we three will go in first, and then we report back after that.
Yes, we sneak in and we find out if the townsfolk are insane and maybe where the weapon is, and then we come back. Or they could just go in after us, but like a little bit later, and then we
That
can
was
be
what I was
hidden
thinking
if
you meant.
there's
Like, they come in
trouble.
after a little bit of time. If things go especially wrong, they'll hear it. They'll come in. I don't want to go into a town full of, I don't know, I'm guessing Cannibals? Dwarf, was it cannibals? No, they just seemed like assholes. Well, in that case,
Cannibals generally don't bury their meals.
maybe he tasted that.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me.
I believe there is some sort of cooking where you bury meat.
Look, we can talk about cannibals all day. Is the plan established?
I think it's a preserving method.
I think so.
Alright, in that case, the first three that will go in will be Callis and the other 2.5. And then eventually we will move to our other 2 party
Our
members.
not so stealthy group.
Yes.
I have a +1.
It's better than
Oh,
that.
I'm better than you! I have a +2!
But you're probably heavy armor.
No.
Yeah, but I can pop off my armor as a bonus action and pop it back on.
Yeah, I get naked as a bonus action.
It's not all of my clothes, it's just the armor.
They have clothes under the armor. They're not a
Yeah.
weird haunted armor thing, I think.
You think? You should know, you're the DM!
I had to design your character, but anyways. With that, the party moves to the edges of the forest, which is more of a clearing, and even as the party splits, Angriff,
Mm-hmm.
you got an odd sense of deja vu.
Cool. I've been in this place before.
Probably not in this
I'm
life.
in the streets. Now it's my time to soar.
Amazing. Either way, it's Garland, Garvey, and Callis. I am just going to have Callis just move around and presume that the rest have sort of merged in with them.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Also,
Can I get the
I saw
help
that
action?
reference. Anyways, yes?
Can I get the help action from Mag's familiar?
It'll have to be a description of how Mag's familiar helps.
Are you stealthing?
Well,
Is what you're trying
I'm
to do?
stealthing, so I guess it's just like keeping an eye out for me. Like it flies
Eye in
up
the
onto
sky,
a
keeping out.
yeah,
Okay.
flies up onto a building and like caws if people are walking by.
I suppose that would be more towards perception if things are coming, but you know what, I'll allow for this.
Well, they're helping.
That's assisting
them
my
to
stealth.
Indeed.
Yeah. They're, if anything, they make a perception to assist the stealth.
Indeed. I'll say that as the
Um,
crow begins to fly up, as our dearest... Was it Jasper? Yeah, it was Jasper. As Jasper begins to fly up, are you using your eyes for the familiar, Magnolia?
Yeah, sure. Also, hold on. I'm checking to make sure there's like no advantages that because you know, as a
As far
witch,
as I
have
know,
some
the distance is
stat-
like 120 feet or something?
It's 100 feet.
100 feet. So it'd probably be like in the start of these buildings.
We can get a little closer, I guess.
Worst case.
Yeah,
No, I know what you mean by. And this was another life where Angrith was related to a dragon. Where I was related to a dragon.
Wow.
When you said seen this place before.
I knew inevitably I'd have to use this map. It's a very good map.
It is.
Yeah.
Are a lot of people.
Indeed. As the
I think
crow
it can take a while.
flies, you see that it's an interesting sort of scenario. It's midday, it's about noonish, as you see that there are people slaving away in the fields, commoners that I'm not showing because I'm not putting 100 tokens on this map. And as they toil away, making sure that the harvest is reaped for the coming winter, it seems that there are different guards in various different liveries, of each of course having the green and or the gold of Cervidia, sort of walking along, making sure that they are working. Almost seems like a prison sort of status. Their armor... Actually, you know what? You're since your familiar is so good, why don't you make me a perception check?
I think you could use your perception because you're looking through your familiar's eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming my... Wait, hold on. let me check what a crow's perception is before I decide if maybe I should just let the crow do it. Okay, no, it's the exact same.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Where is my... There it is. I forgot I did the pop-out sheet. There we go. Blah.
Blah.
17.
17.
Not bad. Not bad.
You see that along with the looks of, like, the interior, which has this sort of wooden palisade, although it's kind of shitty, it's mostly just made out of old, busted-up fences and broken-down houses. It does seem like most of the people in these armor, the armor looks a lot more rusty, and the livery looks a lot more faded. Perhaps these were the deserters that the bandits told you about. But either way, that's advantage for you, Caliss. Why don't you make me a stealth check?
I will. And which one of the halflings has worse stealth, by my estimate? I'm guessing the more serious one is worse at stealthing.
A little bit
Yeah.
worse, although I will say they both have one stat block to share.
Oh, okay.
So they have
Well,
a plus 6.
I guess I'll give them help, because I can stealth as a bonus action, so I'll use my action to give them help.
Okay.
Which will mostly just be me being annoyed
Oh
at
man,
how
they
bad
needed it.
are. And then I'll go... I need it less. But it's a 24 still.
Alright. It's something where the two are sort of traveling alongside you into what seems like... Well, in a distance, it looks kind of nice. As you draw closer to this coastal town, it seems a little... It gets a bit more dreary the closer you get. It's mostly humans you see. But as you sort of get close, they do sort of start looking at the halflings for half a second before you're able to provide your help. How do you help?
Come again? What am I doing?
They're sort of looking at the halflings, which is how they almost got their nat 1. How did you help?
Oh, I think that... are we, like, close enough that we're, like, by the buildings or anything?
You're getting closer. You're, like, right over here-ish when they start looking at y'all.
I think that I reach in and grab one and then throw that one behind like the fence that we're walking by here.
Interesting.
It's
sort of just garland just going a little, just sprawling a little bit as they're trying to keep up. But eventually, you know, they do sort of catch up. And it's as you're sort of walking through what seems like a murky little town, between the brutish sort of guardsmen just sort of shouldering and focusing on people who are a little bit more noticeable than you're being right now. You're trying hard not to be noticed. And of course the people below, you know, you see one just sort of begging, please, I need to keep what I have. It's for my daughter. Your daughter will work for our fields, and so it shall be. If there are any complaints, you can keep it up with the High Strategist. I recommend you don't, though. And it's as this is going on that familiar voice sort of echoes in the back of your hand. Mortal kind is a disease.
Wait, what did it say?
Oh, Okay, I'm realizing that voice isn't very
More
parsable.
That voice is kind of tough for me to understand.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just... Okay, let's see. It needs to be mysterious and ominous. Okay. Mankind is a disease. That one work?
Yeah. Callis nods and says, "Man is a disease."
You're choosing that, aren't you?
Yep, maybe a little bit.
Uh-huh.
She has an agenda.
She definitely has an agenda. But nonetheless, now you're in the town.
Angry Party lost one head, he can't lose another.
Where would you like to go?
So it seems like there's maybe like a hostile occupation here.
Was this the thing that you said? You said something about deserters?
That was what the wizard sort of mentioned.
I guess maybe Callis will like Callis and the Crow maybe stash Garland and Garvey somewhere where they're not going to be seen, and then like hop up on top of a building.
That's going to be a little bit interesting to try and do with your stealth. Although with your decent stealth, I think it will more focus on your acrobatics roll, perhaps.
Well, I'm just gonna bonus action web sling myself onto a roof.
Oh,
and then,
right.
And then I can just action stealth instead.
Alright, then you gotta make me another stealth check then.
And do I still have bird assistance?
I'll say you still have bird assistance. There's nothing really to caw about just yet.
28.
28. You're able to just sort of wisp yourself up there, your feet not even making a noise. Although it does seem that the shelter of the roof is a little unstable, slightly, so you could feel it slightly shake. But that might also just be the wind.
But I think, and then I guess I'm just gonna look and see, like, if I can get an idea of, like, how many of these, like, maybe, like, guard-type people there are, or, like...
Just seeing what you can see. Interesting.
Yeah, just, like, what's the number here, like...
That's gonna be a perception check from you.
Alright. Yeah. 12?
12. Okay, you can't exactly count them in number, seeing as how there's a lot of them. They sort of mix decently with the people, but you can tell this much. The place you're sort of standing on, which I guess is like right here somewhere, inside the walled area, this seems to be where the focus of the military is within the town. There's people out in the fields. They have a good view of, stuff, although they haven't seen you because you're crouching real low. You feel as if they're a little bit more improperly dispersed. So you feel like if something got one's attention, they raised an alarm, everybody's gonna swarm. But you can't tell exactly how much. Additionally, you do see, I'd say about that most of there are like one or two people on horseback, but they're just sort of traipsing through the roads just to make sure about stuff. Apart from that, you can see one of them has especially red hair over here, who's making jokes and being loud, but that's about it.
And that's someone who's they're wearing the deserter colors.
They're wearing the deserters' colors of green and gold.
Okay, I think Callis is gonna call it there and go back down
Skulk
to
right
Garland
back,
Guardian and
alright.
signal that it's time to leave.
Alrighty.
Unless there's like, on my perception check, was there anywhere that's obviously like their base of operations? Like, is there anywhere that like a whole bunch of them are going in and out?
I'd say that the one that kind of caught the most interest from you guys was actually over here. seeing as how you saw a lot of them sort of going in and, you know, one of the guys that you saw, you know, making the orders and bringing in stuff, bushel in one arm, ledger in another, heading in there as like two guards sort of. You do see that there are guards to this place that sort of only let people in when advised. So
Okay.
there you have a lead.
That was this area or this area?
Generally the whole area, but you see a lot of focus in this area.
Okay. All right. And that, yeah, I think Callista's gonna motion to Garland and Garby that it's time to not push our luck.
All right.
Their luck.
They're
Their
just
luck, my
going to
skill.
sort of nonchalantly try and move their way through. That's going to be a stealth check from them.
You know,
And
they
I'll operate.
re-rolled that one. They are halflings.
They did, so they can re-roll. Stealth check.
Good boys. Good boys.
Yep, they're keeping the hoods up and just sort of following along intentionally, walking a little bit like children.
I got a
Oh.
21.
Mother duck and her ducklings.
That would probably be an insult to Callis if she could hear. But either way.
That's what it looks like.
Do we make it back to the group uneventfully?
I'd say, you know, I'm gonna have one person roll. That's about it. Hold on, I'm trying to set up. I'm shift clicking. Shift click. Open. Arg. Roll 20. Why do you have the lag times of a small country? You bother me. Perception check. Against your 21? No. Although you do see for a second as you sort of look out to the person with the shock of red hair, it appears that they are, interestingly enough, despite the jokes and the jeers and the shouts, a lady.
Red-headed stepchild.
But either way,
Hey, we stand women in male-dominated fields.
yes. We stand misogynist women. Yes. So
Misogynist women.
No, we do not stand misogynist women.
But either way, the party reconvenes.
This may be more trouble than it's worth. There seems to be a pretty significant occupying force of the town.
Tangriff, internal monologue. I should help them. But then, I don't want to drag everyone else into this. But I should
Gilmatera
help
just sort of looks and just goes, I mean, yeah, but when I actually did fight them, I was able to take like 5 of them down before they dragged me off and beat me up.
Hmm.
So
Would you say
probably
they
they're
are
just
par with bandits, or more stronger than bandits.
they got probably at least better armor than bandits, but they crumple like one.
I mean, it should be fine. We can take them.
Kirsty just sort of glances, her eyes moving between Callis and Anger. You sure that?
And I mean, if we're just going in to collect things, if they do not start a fight, then no fight will happen.
Alright, I do think maybe we should at
We
least,
are-
like, set up in a tavern or something before we start
Yes,
making our
we will
moves.
go. We will walk in, see what happens. We see that it is bad, and if they try to stop us or whatever, we deal with it. But we won't get anywhere if we don't do nothing.
Kirsty looks first to Magnolia to judge her reaction to that, and then to Callis.
I'm always down for helping people, so Whatever we do.
I'm not saying going in guns a-blazing.
I
or
didn't.
Weapons a-blazing.
What's the gun?
I would prefer talking.
That's what I'm saying. We're just going to walk in,
Oh.
see what happens. We know that a fight may or may not happen.
I found that most of the time you can typically talk your way out of things if you try hard enough. With the power of friendship.
You have not seen the world.
Okay, I'll get ready to stab someone.
This is the spirit.
With kindness.
Yes, kill them with kindness, brutally and efficiently.
Weird name for a dagger, but okay.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
It's
Name my
just-
weapons.
everybody just begins walking at this point, but
Yeah.
Kirsty's just very bewildered by the conversation that's going
that
on.
reminded me of the joke. This is an old one. What did the rogue call the weapon he used to stab the beholder?
Hold on. Let me roll to see if Callis would know the answer to this. No, she doesn't.
Beauty, for it was in the eye of the beholder.
There's a bit of Kirsty just sort of goes, oh? But then
It's an expression.
the two halflings.
Do you not know the expression "beauty is in the eye of the beholder"?
No, I get that, but and as she's sort of a little bit mildly confused at that, Garvey's just sort of just laughing a little bit at that, but Garvin's just trying to keep straight-faced. No, it's not funny.
It's funny. You know it's funny. Look into your heart. You know it's funny.
That at least gives you a little.
Talking.
And the
She
party.
squats down at him.
It's funny. Laugh. It's just like you can tell he's trying to fight a fucking smile. But nonetheless, you know, I'm just gonna roll.
Maybe also surround the dwarf so they don't see the dwarf,
Smart thinking.
just in case his removing of makeup and changing hair is not enough.
Indeed. So they're gonna be rolling perception with disadvantage.
Oh.
That's a 5. They're going to be trying. I mean, they will probably just give a bit of a Boris jest at you, like, that's some nice armor. We might be reclaiming it for the glory of the Cervidians.
Over my dead fucking body.
It's just like,
Callis just immediately face palms.
whoa, whoa, it's just a joke, bro. You never took a joke, bro.
I just told a joke and it was very funny.
It's just they start talking before like one of the veterans is
He
like,
keeps walking.
yep. And eventually you do sort of make your way into this tavern, or not into the
He's not
tavern, but
cares.
into the town, as you see that it is somewhat interesting looking. A lot of people are looking at you because, you know, some of you stick out like a sore thumb.
Uh-huh.
But I figure that
I don't
most
see it.
of you ignore it, I take it?
Yes.
Yes. I see. And with that, the party moves into Bellow's Bog. I'm gonna have Kirsty roll a perception check to see how good she is searching for, I don't know, a tavern of some sort.
I do want to drop back to Kirsty and be like, these Cervidians, they're not particularly your enemy or something, are they?
I thought you're a noble. I thought it's the entirety of the kingdom. back before it got shattered. Bunch of different parts that probably made it up, but you're basically just talking about it at your average country.
This bunch seem separate,
Wily.
maybe.
Either way, with a 12 or a 13, the party does eventually make it to a simple tavern, the one with the water wheel. I'll call it the Rolling River. Tapping in. And of course, as you make it in, it seems... Well, the other one was kind of bustling, the one that you saw in the halfling town. This one is quite... It seems the only people here are your average bar folk. It's a place that only the people of the town go, a working bar, and, you know, the wood is a little bit faded, and it's mostly just a sort of deepish, grayish color and white on the inside. But it's... There's at least no weevils in the wood. Eventually, the party does well, Kirsty sort of guides you all towards, like, the guy up front who seems to be this bartender of sorts, sort of balding head, bit of a mustache, rail thin, and he looks like he should be at least a bit jolly, but he seems not jolly at all. He looks kind of skittish, and that might just be because, you know, new people in town. I don't know. Yes. How can I help you? We have food. We have rooms. Just don't start any trouble.
I think Griff's not going to say anything.
More restraint than I expected.
I have restraint.
Well, all right. We'll just take 6 people. I guess 2 rooms will do. For everyone? Or 3 rooms? 3 rooms, yeah. 3 and some food for the night. We'll be leaving in the morning. You can have rooms, you can have food, whatever you want. It's on the house. Just don't start a fight. Just don't kill anybody.
I don't think any of us here would ever do such a thing.
Good. That's good. That's great.
I wouldn't.
And Griff remains silent.
I'll say that
what it is that has you so nervous, friend?
Garvey just sort of goes, and that counts for the 2 of us. Hey, 5 out of 6 ain't bad. His eyes look to the halfling, then to you who asked the question. He goes, It's nothing. I'll get you your cheese. And then begins to just quickly just sort of move to get the keys, which he does return with, and just sort of puts them down, almost sort of slams them down in front of you with a bit of a nervous grin, eyes sort of looking between each of you.
Can I insight this person?
Sure. I don't think it's the most necessary. You can tell something's fucking off with them.
I mean, yeah, just hoping that I can pick up exactly what that is.
Alright.
They are being occupied
Perhaps that is
No.
by a hostile force and are enslaved.
No. They seem happy.
Bullshit.
But there is no evidence to suggest otherwise besides the deserters. So, your bet, adventurers cause trouble in his tavern. Perhaps the tavern's, a little fucked with by the deserters. If anything goes wrong, they might blame him. Surely that's it. Surely there's not anything else, right?
I'm gonna offer him candy.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Uh,
Oh.
Alright.
Magnolia will look dejected and sad and walk away.
his eyes don't leave you all until you leave the room.
We
And
go to our rooms, I guess.
just to set down your stuff, I figure.
Mm-hmm.
And with what you set down, you know, a little bit of what you get. It's modest, kind of shitty rooms. Best this town has, but it's a small town. It's basically either like a Motel 6 or a bed and breakfast. Not even a nice one. I can write it down.
Yeah, I see it. It's on his thing. Killmater?
Kilmater.
Killmater.
Kilmater, where did they take your stuff?
Well, I was actually playing at this tavern, and, you know, they started.
No, where did they take your stuff to?
Didn't see much of it, but when I saw it, they were giving it over. You guys are on the other side of the river, right about here. He points towards the walled-off area.
Oh, so we gotta get in there.
Yes.
So where
Getting
are we?
in there is not hard, I don't think. It's going to be getting out of there that's going to give us trouble.
Which building are we at?
You're at the one across the river with the water wheel.
Okay, cool. So we need to get in over there. Gotcha. I don't have dark vision. Fuck. Yeah, I guess we could still move at night. I don't know. Or do we just want to go ask for his things and see what happens?
I mean, I could try and pull that front. Worst case, it's just a distraction. Says Kirsty.
We could. Okay, so you're saying try to go up front with, like, just to ask to see if we can collect his belongings.
Well, half of us could, and then the other half couldn't. You know?
Yeah. So the non-stealthy people go in to ask for the belongings back nicely. The others go in stealthily if they're not cooperating. Is that what I'm hearing?
The only thing that sort of comes up is Kilmater asking, and what would you want me to do?
It's a good question.
I could try and help with the persuasion, but, you know, I'm more of a guitar guy than a drum, so I don't think I can really give much inspiration.
Also, you might cause things that you're not in your hole anymore.
Yeah, that too. I could be a
Maybe
backup
wait.
distraction. I'm with
Yes,
the group.
that's something.
Then, if something goes wrong, I just show up and I try and wail on as much of them as they want before, you know, they probably give me the real death penalty.
No, I mean, at that point, I'll be fighting as well, so... You could just be waiting in the wing to help when things go wrong.
I think I'll do that then, yeah.
See, we are trying to be nice first. Looks at.
Kirsty just sort of goes, the effort is appreciated.
I am trying, but I am preparing for the inevitable.
Of friendship.
Alrighty, in that case,
Let's just hope there are no
I guess it's the last stealth team, and then it's Kilmater and Angriff nearby, and
No, I was going up with Kirsty just to be
yeah,
there as, like, muscle for her in case they try anything. I'm right there, ready to go.
All right, and I guess that the other
am T4.
charismatic would be Magnolia, then?
I'm there to protect them because these people
Seem...
are not trustworthy.
yes.
The deserters, I do not trust them.
I suppose
They
that's...
desert and now all of a sudden they're no longer trustworthy. Wow.
They wanted to reclaim my armor. They've lost all hope. You try to take something from me the moment you meet me?
Garvey just sort of goes, I just thought it was another joke attached to it.
No, they probably would have. They took all of his belongings for no good reason. You don't think they would take mine? If I had all my
I'm
weapons
not
out,
saying
they
anything. I
would.
just thought maybe we could try and... Okay, I think that the
We are
persuasion
going to
team's the best we
try.
can get.
We are going to try to persuade to get things back.
Yes.
And when that does not work, we are for a distraction, for a stealth team to steal it back. And if that goes up in the air, then we fight.
Is there anything else that the party would like to discuss before enacting this plan?
Should we go during the day, or should we wait till it gets closer to night? I feel like it might be a bit suspicious if we do it more at night.
I feel like although Nightfall will provide at least a little bit more, since they'll probably be a bit more tired.
We go closer to sun as the sun is setting.
That sounds pretty reasonable.
Everyone good with that?
Oh.
Yep.
I didn't realize I still had on the token for the
Yeah,
stream.
she's been there staring daggers this whole time.
It's thematic. They're staring daggers into your soul. All right.
Well, the stream's soul, whoever's watching.
The characters watching. It's foreshadowing, I swear.
Sure it is.
But either way, I suppose that the talkative party shall start.
Where you want us at?
I'll say you can either choose between this entrance over here or this entrance over here.
Go with this entrance. It's the closest. It would seem kind of weird to just go up that one.
It would. That's fair enough. As
So,
you are
token.
greeted, a little less people. They're sort of starting to head back from the day's work, as it appears that there is a sort of armored figure with a bit of a darker helm before you, just going, "Halt, state your name and business." Flips open his book and just sort of glances to you all a bit ominously.
I'll let the talkative people talk.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think we're probably looking for Magnolia to speak,
I
I
believe
guess?
that-
Yeah, I do have a +5.
And our dearest, Kirsty has a +4. So, you're a little bit more.
Work together.
Work together.
Wait, this person is a guy, right?
Rolling for gender. Yeah, that's a dude.
Hello, sir. We came to reclaim property.
If you're going to reclaim property, you have to talk to the High Strategist. And he will deem whether it is right.
Understood. Where's that?
I will have to let you through myself. However, it will also depend on how long the queue is, as well as just what is being reclaimed.
What is being reclaimed? I know it's this dwarf's weapon, but like,
It,
do we have any further
For a-
descriptions of what
Right?
that is?
It took a while for you to get the description from him, but he said it appears to be a very strange-looking battle axe of type. It appears to be built more in a V than a circular type, and, well, you'll know it when you see it.
Okay.
Dwarven battle axe.
A dwarven battle axe. Would this happen to be in regard to the dwarven incident that happened 3 days ago?
Maybe. Oh,
Possibly.
Whether it
I'm not
does
sure
or
how
not,
many
I
dwarven
feel that it
incidents
is
happen.
important, as while the embarrassment has been taken care of, we also would like to get all of our equipment back.
that, yes.
Oh, hold on. Let me just
What?
shift click a little bit. That's going to be an insight check from the veteran. No. As he is going to just go, I see. And as he begins to talk, he's sort of discussing it a little bit and goes, if I'm being frank, the whole thing was a little blown out of proportion while weapons were drawn. I don't believe... As you hear someone sort of shouting dramatically, you don't believe shit, as a woman, the woman that you saw looming in the distance the whole time, is sort of looking at each of you all with a bit of a crooked grin. Her hair sort of wild looking, and the teeth not being the best, but you know. But she looks kind of more like a bulldog, with sort of the muscular sort of neck and the raised haunches ever so slightly as she goes, he tried to starch some shit and we put it down. Are you trying to do the same thing?
No, we are simply here to reclaim, the items that were taken.
The other one, Kirsty, just sort of goes, yes, I believe that was what was sort of in mind. After all, it was only just a little incident. Just a little incident. He should have known the rules that were setting up. Besides, you're coming here with guards, as her eyes flash to you, Angriff. And you know what? She's going to roll something. Does she recognize the tale of the... Excuse me.
What's that?
The legend of the... Why is Roll20 being like this? Hang on.
Because Roll20 can be a bitch sometimes. Ain't that right, Roll20?
I'm trying to shift double click, and it's just going, I don't recognize that. Perception check.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't recognize exactly who you are, but she does recognize that you're a big, beefy dude in armor.
Yes, but I have no weapon. Yes, but I have no weapons on me.
Oh no, is that going to help or hurt? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'll say that
I have
while
no weapons on me.
She is starting to, dramatically saunter forwards. We're moving to the stealthy group. Hey, stealthy group, what are you doing?
Stealthy group?
What is Stealthy Group doing? That's a good question.
Well, I'd say you're the one up top, and as per usual, the other two are just sort of nonchalantly. The two halflings are just sort of waiting on your command as per usual. the second time in as per usual. Are you prepping
Looking
or are you
around,
trying to sort of skulk
Are
in?
these people here, like, these are, like, people, like, working the fields or whatever?
I'd say no. They'd actually be over sort of behind this woman.
Okay, so these are...
It's
Those
just sort
are
of
all,
a
like,
crowd
soldiers of
of
some description.
jeering, probably a little drunk, arguably. Surely, what
Are they all wearing the Cervidian colors?
It's interesting. It's kind of a match. Some of them are wearing like brown and green. Some of them are wearing like gold and then blue or green, and then some are the traditional green and gold.
Okay, but they're all soldiers.
They all seem to be soldiers.
Are there, like, townsfolk around in the fields and stuff?
I'd say that there's maybe one or two that are sort of trying to pack up a little bit. Like, maybe like one sort of older woman who's trying to get all of the stuff in her wheelbarrow before she goes, but she's a little bit too old to get it all in by sunset. Oh dear, oh dear.
I think Callis just wants to be, like, on the roof of a building nearby, keeping an eye on the developing situation with the armored woman. I don't think she wants to, like, go ahead and, like, try to steal back the thing.
Alright.
But I do think she'll be hiding up on the roof, and then Garland and Garvey can be wherever they want to be to hide.
I'll say that's a stealth check from you. Just see how prepped, you are against the...
17. I assume that Magnolia has her familiar, so...
Oh yeah, well I
don't
figure it's just sort of you're taking advantage of the lessening sunlight. You're like up against the roof of one of these one-story buildings. Just sort of waiting for the moment to strike. As it appears that the woman is sort of escalating things a little bit. It seems like she's trying to itch for a fight. She's like... Now, I don't care if you own the dude or if you pay him, but there's 3 things you should know. 1, he was a shitty bard. 2, he started singing songs about, trying to revolt. Now, I don't know if you know this, but we're trying to keep a tight little ship here. We're trying to eat. We're trying to survive. So we can't have ideas like that running around. And 3, when we tried to take him, he punched one of us in the face, started drawing his battle axe. Now, we can let that stand. I'm sure, but rest assured, he didn't entirely mean to do it. Oh man, she's gonna have to roll a persuasion check. Poor Kirsty. Okay, so roll 1d20 plus 4, okay. It's not the worst. You can certainly try. You have a chance before things get too heated, although I take it Angriff is kind of chomping at the bit right now, right?
Yeah, I know. I have something I want to say that might be... I don't know if it'll help or hurt, but he also wants... He has some information he'd like to share, like, oh, you're trying to help the people? Well, here's something that could help. I'll wait till I can speak.
Up to you.
What are you? Oh, are you going to share the cloud kill information?
Yes, that's what I was going to share. Like,
yeah, that might be a helpful thing to share.
It would help with because he complained about food and everything. Like, oh, if you want to fix that problem, I can help. I know. Well, I can tell you how to fix that problem.
Yeah, maybe you should do that before Magnolia throws anything.
All right.
He goes, you speak about feeding people?
Yeah, that's right. An army runs on its stomach, don't you know?
Well, if you were to purify the land of the fallout of the cloud kill that happened years ago, the game and wildlife would return. So I suggest hiring a priest of some sort.
Oh, you want to talk with the priest? Go back there. I'm sure you can talk with him about philosophy and how to fix that stuff.
It's not philosophy. The land needs purification.
Are you being smart with me?
I believe there's a simple ritual to fix it.
Are you being smart with me?
No. If this is being smart,
She is trying to provoke you at this point.
She doesn't give a shit. Like, go ahead, throw the first punch. Come on, I'm here.
I believe that this could all...
that's out of character. That's out of character.
I know
I'm
it
not
is.
actually saying that.
Just the two.
He's just like, you're not going to provoke me. I'm a mountain. I will wait. The mountain will wait.
I believe that we are all just friends here, trying to assist the people.
Oh man, poor Magnolia. You gotta make me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I think she thinks very little of the people.
I think you could persuade her, but it would be difficult.
Okay. Disadvantage. Fun. Okay. I mean, just have to roll good twice.
Decent.
Still better than
Decent. I'm gonna have a roll for Molly. Molly the Hatchet has to roll an insight check. It's sort of interesting because she begins to step forwards, just going, "You gonna let your goddamn... I don't even know where to start with her talk for you?" And it's as that is happening that someone steps forward as the guard. This poor guard who accidentally saw shit start sort of steps away a bit as a man... A man walks in, a little smaller, a good bit thinner than the guard, a half-elf. Something very rare to see, seeing as how most of the elves were to the north and they kind of were endangered. He has sort of longer, darker hair and sort of a serious look as he goes, all right, I hear you. What is going on out here?" "This motherfucker's trying to start shit." Points directly towards Angriff.
He just goes,
I actually
came to collect stuff, and I merely stated how if you wanted to help deal with the food problem, that
It's the problem with the foliage. Yes, we are getting a professional to work on it, but are you trying to start shit again? "I'm merely trying to take out the trash, sir. You know the rule, no killing." Look, the two of you, were you aiming to talk with me?
Yes.
Come in, and you round up your men. We'll discuss this later.
Oh, if Angriff had a mouth right now, he'd be wearing the shittiest grin you've ever seen.
And with that...
Magnolia's gonna say, "Bye, friend," and follow the half-elf.
Hey, you can't just... So you're gone.
Oh, no. Angriff is very expressive with his body. He's gonna kind of like, as he gets like a pep in his step,
You're just...
and he does a little click with his heel.
You're
and
doing
keeps walking.
a jaunty step.
Like,
man.
it's all very cheery and positive that she can't say shit about.
As
Taking a page from Magnolia.
indeed,
Overly positive seems to piss them off, so that's what they're doing.
indeed.
It's nice to see you with a pep in your step, Ingrid. The happiness is easier to spread.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. Spreading happiness.
Indeed. And we will get to what's happening outside in just a moment, but on the inside, you are eventually led to, as the other guard who was sort of behind you just goes, I am so sorry, sir, I didn't entirely understand. You're being switched off, the other one shall take your place. Should I? Yes, go home. And as the other guy just sort of moves off a little bit nervously, you are led to a tent of sorts. Like, the tarping is inside what seems to be this old rundown house. And it appears that it's sort of separated into rooms by little paper, wood and paper walls. Sort of hastily put up to suggest sort of a strategy room, a bit of a map on the table. Now then, I believe I should introduce myself. I am the High Strategist Ansas of the Stalwart 49th. And I believe that you two were looking for something. Yes, a battle axe. It appeared to be owned by a dwarven cohort of sorts. Do you know them particularly well? She looks towards you, Magnolia, with a bit of an awkward look on her face. What do you say? If anything. Or do you just make an expression?
We met them only recently, but like most, they became swift. We became swift friends. Like with most.
I see. Now, while I believe that Miss Molly Warg was a bit too heavy with her handling there, she did bring up a good point. He did attempt to violate one of the laws. He drew a weapon in attempt of killing, and that could not be a bid with. So as it stands, until the situation is better and we can be able to give away some of what is needed, it will be under our protection.
So it's okay to leave a man out in this buried neck up in the dirt?
I did not ask her to do that. I simply told I simply told Mollywog to exile him.
That is basically a death sentence.
It's
what obviously she started.
She is the master of her own division. I am merely a cohort, not a controller of her. I am not a direct superior.
How much for the axe?
He sort of pauses at that and sort of thinks for half a moment. Now that is a question. I would say, if you are saying that he is still alive.
Yes.
And he is a dwarf of sorts, which would mean he would have to be coming from the remnants of the clan that lived up the mountains. Would there be a possibility that you could ensure a treaty between us and them?
I do not know. again. We just met the man.
That's the best that I can hope for, seeing as how it is a masterwork great axe of battle axe of interesting design. If I was to offer anything else, it would require me coming forth with Miss Mollywog as well as the other two armies that make up our defense.
Why are you guys fighting?
We are not fighting, we are trying to defend ourselves, seeing as how an Oxum invasion is inevitable.
Well, being quite aggressive with one of the dwarves up there does not put a good light on you.
I'm going to have to discuss that with Mollywog, but from what she discussed, he started it.
Well, from what she said, that he was playing a song she didn't like and tried to make him stop and got handsy, and he went to defend himself.
That does sound awfully like Captain Mollywog. I believe that...
When you're being ganged up on.
I believe that I will have to discuss that with the other four, but I don't believe that I'll be able to relinquish the weapon until, say, a month's time.
Why a month?
That's the closest time that I can travel the 25 miles through the mountains towards my brethren. Beyond that, I can't say more without it being classified.
Why does this have to do with the axe?
It appears to be a masterwork axe. Such would be helpful.
DM, rough estimate, how much would that cost?
Masterwork axe. From what you can remember, the dwarves are a little bit better at this sort of stuff than most, so it would have magical properties. Plus a magical focus.
That's not sounding good for
That's
me.
sounding like 100 gold, maybe more.
$300.
Maybe a persuasion check.
I am not the best at persuasion, but I'll try.
You'll try.
Nope.
If
what was the estimate again? I'm sorry.
over 100 gold, your boy Angriff estimated 300.
Okay.
Either way, that's a lot of money for a single battle axe.
Uh-huh. But you said it was also magical, so that's why he's like,
Yes.
well... I was surprised it wasn't in the thousands. But I guess it's like a minor enchantment?
Possibly.
Okay. Does he respond to my 300 offer?
He sort of looks to you and just goes, My friend, while I would appreciate the money and I would appreciate the support, it appears that gold isn't much good here when there's nobody to trade with.
What if we were to offer you 350 and of the shiny pieces and
Shiny.
and ask our new friends to potentially speak to the dwarves on your behalf?
It would be good, but I would have to know what the results are afterwards, after which I would relinquish the battle axe to you.
Dude, that's gonna sound like blackmail to the dwarves.
It's the best that I can offer when speaking for
All
three
right.
people who don't
Okay.
entirely know the predicament. I am sorry.
Do you have any issues going on that need outside help? i.e., a monster or something.
The only things that I can think of are that one of the main routes we've been taking has had dragon problems, but I don't think that can be solved by just 4 people.
How big of a dragon?
Ooh, that'd be interesting to see.
Presumably, as far as I know, it is the same dragon that may have besieged the dwarves. Or something.
Oh, that's not good. That's not fucking good. That's outside. I was like hoping maybe a younger dragon.
You don't know. Perhaps, sir, we can discuss this in the morning. It is rather late, and while I do appreciate that you both, well, you 3, are that a bit more discussive than your dwarven friend, despite the circumstances, I am still not entirely in much control. I have what I have. And I cannot
Let me
get
check one thing.
Couldn't it be potentially
no.
dangerous for you and your followers to anger the dwarves if you guys are already in so much trouble?
Make me a deception check. And while you're sort of finishing up this discussion, which is...
Yeah, if only I could have an excuse to be alone with the axe for about an hour.
I want to look at it one last time. Just shove it in your face.
A 22.
A 22. Perhaps I can try and make my... I'll tell you what. I can try and make my decision with my brethren tomorrow. It would take a lot of effort, but I could do it. The only problem is it would take 2 days in order to get any sort of agreement. And to come back with you with the news.
I look to Kirsty, how hurting are we on time?
She finds this whole thing to just be a negotiation of errors.
So, she would just rather just leave.
Staying in one place for too long while being who she is. You don't know who she is, but she knows she's important. Does not sound like the best idea. This was supposed to be a one-night stop.
God, I wish she would have just started that damn fight. This would be so much easier if we could just kill them all.
Perhaps he will. I don't know. But nonetheless.
Well, they seem to be treating, well, at least the one seems to be treating the townspeople like shit.
Yeah, she does.
How much you want to bet the townspeople are taking bets on us?
Hard to tell.
God, if I could be with the axe for an hour, I could.
Well, either way, with that, you begin to wrap up your conversations and plan beyond it. It does seem like this man is a bit of a stick in the mud. But nonetheless, it's sort of interesting. Callis, you've just sort of been drumming your fingers as sunset has turned to dusk, has turned to night. And yet, it seems interestingly enough that while this debate has been going on, Molly's been starting to accrue a couple of people. You can sort of see her from overhead as she seems to be going, so we can agree that these ones are troublemakers, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't want... Yes, you do. Yes, I do. We tried to take out one. It was simple. Perhaps a couple more wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, baby, please, please.
Nonetheless, Callis, you're listening in on this. What are you doing?
Um. Bliss is sort of looking down at this. Can I do an insight? I'm curious if, like, is she doing, like, a little bit of mutiny here?
You
think
don't
so.
know how the structure entirely works, but it does seem like she is flaunting her power a little bit, especially with how she's quote unquote dealing with people.
I think she's trying to jump us, and then probably try to frame us for something we didn't do, so she can beat the shit out of us and get rid of us.
And when they were talking to Ansys, or did they, like, go into the main building, or are
They
just
went
talking
into
in
the main
street?
building, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna stealth my way across the rooftops over to the main building. I'm gonna try to get somebody in the group's attention, like wave my hand in a window or something.
I'll say that what happens is that Kirsty at least has this sensibility to just go, we do thank you so much for the time, but I'm going to need to step out for just a moment. My two friends will settle things. As she goes out, she just sort of brushes back her head and just, this was a mistake. We should have just moved on, probably slept in the woods. That would have been better. That would have been great.
Callis drops down beside her into the... Was she, like, standing in an alley or something?
I'd say, yeah, she's sort of over here by the tree when there's a little less
Callis hops into the tree and says from above, "Oh, going going well, is it?"
Duh. Christ, I forgot you could... it's balls, I forgot you could sneak up on people like that. It's going about as well as you'd expect with any guy in military power. So not great.
I know the sort. It seems that the burly one that you spoke to earlier, it seems that she is, intending to start a fight.
Does Angriff know about this?
Oh, I'm
Not
not
yet.
there right now. Okay.
Well, no, you're about to just wrap
Sorry.
up.
Sorry.
So you're about to step out. Does Angriff know about this yet?
Not yet. I was thinking perhaps it would be wise to leave to the north rather than the south, where they're waiting for you.
That... Okay, I figured that maybe... See, I want to try and, sneak them out, but I feel like Angriff at the first sign of a fight. And as she says fight, who steps out? But Angriff, no last name, and Magnolia, also no last name. Hey, guys, how's it hanging?
Apparently like a spider.
Yes, I believe that she was just here, keeping watch for us, right?
So are we going to go wait at the hotel room and talk to the dwarf about this?
Her eyes look to you, Callis, like, do you want to try and tell Angriff about this?
Yeah, I'm gonna say... What would she say? Hold on, let me roll for her here.
I swear to you, I will not start the fight. You have my word.
Well, I'm worried if we go back to the tavern.
There are people... she says, the burly woman is, lying in wait to the south end of this sort of enclosed area. If we leave through the north, we should be able to avoid them.
I see.
My only thought is if we go back to the tavern, maybe they follow us.
But where else are we supposed to go?
That's more their problem.
That is clear intent to follow and do something bad.
It feels like our motive.
Well, we aren't doing anything. She used the dwarf's song as an excuse. What excuse does she have for us? We're just going to sleep.
I feel like we're not. She's looking for an excuse, but that excuse be rather. Look, you get what I'm talking about, right? Like, from what she's saying, we're looking at an ambush.
Let her throw the first punch, then.
I don't want to do that when I could possibly eventually get these guys back with Bloodstone, but I don't feel like she's going to be taking that in.
Doing it. We'll be in the clear. We will go and talk. We will beat the shit out of her. We will not kill her. And we'll tell him what she did and use that as a chip to get him to give us the axe.
Are you sure you can handle them?
There may be some not so nice damage afterwards, but they should be alive.
Yeah, okay. I'll just try and get the people, out and about, so that
to the time.
So that we can
have to hold back.
Dip. Yeah. Just maybe that maybe that woman's a problem, but the others, I don't know. Just do your thing.
Focus on her.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just like, as long as she doesn't do anything, nothing will happen. We'll see what she does. We'll go out the north way. See, I'm not trying to get into the conflict.
Okay, if you say so. And
we go out the north way back, and we already paid for the rooms.
Yes, and it's a bit of a roundabout way. You go. Hold on. Yeah, this way.
She comes marching in like, what the fuck is taking them so long? Where are they?
That is absolutely what she's doing. And you can make me a group stealth check if you wish.
Sure, I'll try to be stealthy. I'll even pop off my armor.
Alright.
17 for me.
At disadvantage.
17. Okay.
Stealth.
I
tried. I honest to God tried.
Magnolia.
Hey.
You know what it is? I know exactly what it is. As you're just sort of walking back and trying to, be ignored, the two of you are sort of ahead of them in the dark, but with Angrif, it's a little bit more obvious. And as you're sort of walking along,
I slightly glow.
Just slightly glowing in the dark like a fucking strange Scooby-Doo man. Something is tossed at your feet. Is that a shitty short sword? Like, clearly rusted, not used that much? And then someone does call out as they begin to approach from the darkness. Well. Looks like someone was caught with a deadly weapon.
Where are we right now?
I would say that you are over here at the start of the bridge, and they are right about... Hold on. I'm moving them around so that they fit a little better. God dang it, why is it so laggy? Let me move my guards, dang it. As Molly just sort of looks to you.
The moment the moment it falls, do I touch it or do I just throw it in the water before she gets here?
Well, she's already walking towards you, exclaiming that, so it's up to you. She does seem to have...
No. It's dark, right?
Yes.
He...
Although there is the light coming from, like, the torches on the barricade, so you know.
He puts his he angles it so it looks like, ah, my foot! You threw a dagger at my foot. No, maybe not. I don't know. Should I do that?
I don't know.
I'm debating. That feels funny, but no. I don't think he would do that. You know what? He's just going to ignore her and just keep walking. He'll put his armor back on though. Bonus action.
Sort of.
Just in the dark.
You're just moving slowly towards the bridge.
Like, he doesn't have his hand on it. He doesn't care.
Hey, punk, didn't you hear me? You just committed a crime.
Are we on the bridge? I want to get, like, to the middle of the bridge.
Okay, you can make it.
Can I get...
Sure, you can.
I want to get right there. Thank you.
All right.
And he just turns. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, sadly, you'll have to get booked. Book 'em, boys. As one of the veterans. It's the veteran from earlier with the helm, just goes, right.
Sir,
sorry.
I'm going to ask you. That is not my weapon.
Make me an intimidation check.
I'm not actually good at intimidating.
You could use strength for your intimidation.
I can use strength. Cool, it's still not going to be much better. It's going to be a 2.
Okay.
I'm not proficient in it.
What are the rest of you doing while...
Do I have advantage?
I'll say you have advantage as he's just like... He looks into your eyes and finds nothing there.
Uh-huh.
Hey, boss.
I
mentioned I was off shift. Don't give me that crap.
Yeah. The commander said he was off shift. You go home. You have a nice night.
He begins to slowly just walk back, just like giving a look to Molly who just, I'm sorry. But Molly just smiles at him. But what were the rest of the other two of you doing at this time?
I'm still hidden, right? Like I'm. Like,
Yeah,
moving
you're
along.
in the darkness. You're in element.
Have they sort of
stepped
past the weapon?
The veteran no longer is. He's just heading home. He's out of the combat.
Yeah, but, like, has Molly like stepped past where she threw the weapon now?
I'd say that she's walking forth and going, you know what? Fine. I'll do it myself.
Excuse me, ma'am. That seems like a bad idea.
And why
I'd like to use my web sling thing, but can I use it to grab the weapon off the ground and like try to like sneak the weapon out of the situation?
You know what? Sure, I'll allow that, but she looks to you, Magnolia, and goes, what is that for you, prissy bitch?
Wow, you are not a nice person.
At least you're behind Angriff, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
probably.
Good. Everyone's behind Angriff.
Oh, no.
Good. I just want to make sure for your all safety.
I would just, advise you against trying to apprehend my friend here. He has a tendency to get,
No, I won't do. I swear I will not. Well, I will defend myself, that if she puts her hands on me, but other than that...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to use my hands. And with that, she will make the first strike. And hey, it's initiative.
Cool, I know exactly what I'm going to do after she makes her first strike.
Are you going to do the goddamn bridge thing again?
Yeah, I'm going to throw her in the fucking water!
I fucking knew it!
She's like, hey, you need to cool off. Okay, so initiative. You gave me a bridge. I am going to make my stand on a bridge. Do you have the initiative tracker up?
Oh, thank you. I forgot.
Yes.
No, it's not the dice. It's the initiative tracker. Roll 20. Why?
There you go.
Okay.
Roll 20's a bitch.
Well, it's
All right.
makes me glad that I have the initiative rollers. They suck, but I'm glad I have them. Okay. Oh hey, Neelos. I didn't know you were still in the game. Well, you eliminate the Bone Crusher skeleton. Neelos. Which one were you, Callis? 13.2? Okay, I'll eliminate the 8.2. I'll eliminate Kirsty.
I did nothing wrong. We even tried to be stealthy.
Yes.
I tried. I put in the effort, okay?
Yeah. Hey, Mags. You do... I'll say that you guys are on
15.
the other side of this bridge, perhaps?
Yeah, just want to throw your character
Yeah.
back there.
Yeah.
Oh.
You do...
I think I'm like lurking back over here, like by the wall.
You do at least
where?
have a moment as she is raising her weapon to strike down your friend that you can step in. What will you
I wait, hold on. Let me read a spell real quick. Okay. I'm going to cast intrusive thought. And attempt to make her, instead of attacking, I'm going to try to get her to dash away.
That's so dumb.
Oh, well, she can choose which way she goes, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get her to take the dash action instead.
Okay, if she takes the dash action and charges at me, can I just take her and direct her into the water?
So it's a wisdom save, yeah?
Yep.
Oh man, she's not good at wisdom saves.
Oh, motherfucker!
Ah, she's okay at that wisdom save, which sucks because she hits like a truck with a battle axe in one hand and a hand axe in the other. Oh boy!
Come on, bring it, baby.
Oh, she's gonna bring it. It is going on like Donkey Kong.
Oh, Donkey Kong.
First off, she's gonna reckless.
Cool.
Then she's gonna make a multi-attack.
Cool.
Battle axe. 23.
Give me 1 second. Let me
It's not
check
longsword,
something
it's
real
battle
quick.
axe and hand axe. They're the same damage. They're just
That's damn it. Yeah, that hits.
Nat 20.
I can't stop a nat 20.
And a 22.
I can't stop any of those. That bitch.
She wanted to beat you down, and she wants to see what's under that armor.
What's the total of that?
That is 14 plus 11, 25. 25 slashing damage.
Yeah, he takes it like a champ.
Respect. Hey, Callis. You whipped a weapon out of the way.
I think Angriff should go before me, right? He got a 14.
What the fuck?
I think you haven't reorganized the initiative yet.
Yeah, I rolled a 15. I just rolled it after the initiative thing came up.
That's wild.
So
Technically, Magnolia should go before me.
Well,
Yeah.
Magnolia already went.
That was a reaction.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a reaction spell.
So, in that case, hey, Magnolia. Oh, no! This woman is crazy.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good to see. That's lovely.
She's being really cringe right now, not gonna lie.
She is not a very nice person. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Let me. Oh gosh. Let me read.
I do think that Kaliss is like trying to like motion to like Kirsty and Magnolia like to not like really commit to fighting.
Okay. I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna cast good old slow.
I mean, hey, it's good.
Hey, let's just chill for a second. You know, let's slow down. We can handle this less axe and swordish, you know.
Alrighty. Let's have a roll for her. As a wisdom save?
Yes.
Alright.
What the heck?
I don't know how Molly's doing this well. I think I accidentally built her up too much as a villain. Alright. And how many of them is that? Is it just all of them?
How many people are actually
Up to
here?
6 people.
Yeah.
So all of them then. Okay. Except for the guy that went home.
How in the I do like seeing that these people with like no modifiers are all, or like how many of these people with no mod, or how many times without a modifier
So one of the veterans and all of the guards. Wait, no, one of the veterans. Wait, no, 2 of the veterans and 1 of the guards are slowed. Oh no. That's a problem. They don't know how that works. Okay, where's the shoe? I want the shoe. Fuck it, the guy with arrows in his back will do. They can't move. Very deadly. One moment. Why is it not allowing me to put buffs or debuffs on these guys? Oh my god. I know who it is, don't worry, but we'll move on. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
I can. Let's see. Yes, I'll. No, I'll leave it there.
Alright, you're not going to add insult to injury. I get you. Hangriff.
No. As much as I would love to fight you, I have been told I shouldn't. So, I think you need to cool off.
Okay, well, here, I mean, I can say my plan, and then maybe we can decide.
I was just gonna toss her in the river and then walk back to him and go, hey, your person attacked me.
Yeah, Kaliss was gonna try to get that guy's attention and have him come out, and now that there's no longer, like, an inciting thing with the sword being gone, like, I was just gonna make it seem like she was, like, being really mean and stuff.
Yeah, so he's just... And also, there's not gonna be any damage on her.
It does pain me to have to go against women's wrongs, but...
Okay, I'd like to contest athletics to eat her into the water.
Let's see if she is eatable.
Ah, fuck.
Man.
I'm not having a good time.
Let's see if she does worse.
She could.
She could. Nah.
No.
She doesn't.
Well, damn.
As you just try and just backhand her, she just grabs.
I wasn't trying to backhand her. I was just trying to grab her the weapons that are attacking me and trying to throw her.
You're just holding it with both of your hands, trying to pull it, and she's like, "Oh, what's the matter then? All that armor and all those weapons, and
I don't have any weapons on me.
Anyways, hey, Callis.
He has no weapons on him.
Not yet, at least.
Does that take my action?
I will say that yes, it does.
Oh wait, I have extra attack. Okay, that's one attack.
That's one of them.
Try again.
Really? You sure?
I mean, what else am I supposed to do with it? I'm not gonna hit her.
Okay, if you say so.
Because that gives to her side. I'm not going to kill her.
Alrighty. That's not 20. You just yell, "I don't have any weapons," and then just push her off.
Yes. I don't have any weapons on me now.
Whoa! Just into the water.
Now you need to cool off.
She just
She's gonna
goes flying.
start 5, 10, 15. It's got 30 feet. Like, which way's the closer way to get? Would it be just going up that way?
Up to you.
Okay. So.
You might need to roll a strength intimidation check to just move by these guys.
Just start walking up that way to where we came out of this way, or did we? No, there's no entrance that way, right?
No, there is not. So you do have to go.
Oh, so I'm just going straight forward.
Yep.
Okay.
And she is pushed 5 feet into the river.
Yeah. So he's just gonna start making his way.
Make me an intimidation check using strength, please.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll strength because I'm not proficient in it.
Okay. And just add yeah. It's
Nice.
sort of the guy who's just there is just like, hey, you can't do that.
Do what?
Hey, Callis. Man, and you thought this would end with violence.
Callis is going to web sling up onto this roof.
Mm-hmm.
She's like close enough that like if she yelled something, she would be heard by anybody who's in this building, right?
Yes.
What is Callis gonna? She's gonna like. She's gonna yell out. She's gonna yell out, "Oh heavens! Some,
Ruffian.
some ruffian has tried to attack a noble knight and ended up in the river." And then she's gonna use her action to stealth so that if someone looks for who said that, they can't find her.
I'm gonna say you can make a stealth check and a deception check. Whichever one has advantage is up to you.
Well, I guess I'll give myself advantage on the deception. So let me roll the stealth first. 20 on that.
Not bad.
Nice.
And then 16 on the deception.
Guys, I cannot believe you're beating this without damage. But nonetheless.
Ancrypt has gotten damaged.
I have been hurt.
I mean, yeah.
If I could have shielded, I would have, but she just rolled way too high for me to block.
And then you somehow defeated that, which is great. Okay. Stealth. You're back on the base of the roof. And it's as that's, going on, a bunch of people are just sort of coming out. A couple of them were dead ass asleep at like 8 p.m. It's like, what's going on? Is fucking Molly doing some shit again? God fuck. Just everybody's already starting to spread out and do stuff. And
Please tell me she gets swept away by the current in her heavy armor.
no, she's gonna make it. Combat is basically over at this point.
Yay! Do I get to go talk to the man?
I'll say you have inspiration for this, because I genuinely didn't think this would work twice.
Hey, I would have been happy to fight our way through, but now I had to make a point that Angriff is not just a murder machine.
Indeed. And it's sort of interesting as the whole group sort of begins to move around and surround. It's almost the entire group, and you can finally see how much it is. It's about 100 strong. It's a lot of dudes. As they are literally just, like, grabbing... Like, they're making sure everybody sort of sat down, except for the drenched. She looks like an angry cat. Just soaked through, eyes almost burning with hatred. More than yours. And that's saying something. And it's as this is going down that eventually the high strategist and Saw comes out. As he goes, all right, I was just about to get into a bath. What is all this? I caught him with a deadly weapon. Clearly he was planning something.
She attacked me out of nowhere while on the bridge. I threw her in the river. If you can see, she slashed me quite a few times.
You do have the... It's interesting. What color is your blood?
Not normal.
Is it almost like day glow green against the...
It's not that. It's a dull greenish purplish color.
They all sort of look at, that, and then also just around. It's like, all right. Does anyone have any witnesses to what happened? As a couple of the guards actually slowly raise their hands, as Molly's just going, put your hand down, put your fucking hand down.
She's coercing witnesses.
You shut up. And it's as that it's like, all right, until further notice, you are unarmed, correct, sir?
No weapons on me.
I see. We will be having to confiscate your weapons, Miss Mollywog. As a couple of the guards sort of move around to get it. And she goes, don't touch me. Don't you touch me! And as she has her weapon still in hand, and as she moves one of her hands a little too fast, wrests it from somebody's grip, accidentally buries it in a chest of one of the guards. The guard looks down, keels backwards, and is dead before he hits the ground. Everything goes silent for like half a second, and then there's a bit of a pause as Ansel goes, what have you done? What have you done? As Molly just sort of looks up and just, I didn't mean to, and yet, Ansaw's eyes aren't on that. His eyes are behind Magnolia, towards the coastline. As something begins to move.
Can I swiftly cast a 3rd level spell?
Oh boy, what is it? If it's slogan, I swear to God.
No, I would never do that. Can I cast Revivify?
You have a diamond or 300 gold?
Oh, well, I guess I wouldn't. I don't know if I would have a diamond, but I do have I have enough gold at the very least.
Are you sure you want to do that?
I'd like to not go into what appears to be a boss fight with half health.
Interesting.
You can do what you want. I'm just saying, I'm going to be boned in this fight if there's a monster coming.
I'll just say this. Are you sure you want to do it with that guard? That's a lot of money.
I mean, I'll be fine. You can do whatever you want. Your gold is
Let
your
me
gold.
roll something. Yeah, I'm sure.
It's
I don't
so-
want people to die if I can prevent it.
It's interesting. I'm going to describe what happens then. So first off, you're revivifying this guy, right? Literally going through the group of the people to just get to this guy as you see the things slowly beginning to approach from the sea. First there was like a puff of smoke, and then somebody waist deep begins to slowly move forward. A couple of other creatures sort of approaching. You're beginning to lay your hands on the man. You're starting to cast the spell. Everybody's sort of looking at it like, what is she doing? What is she doing? The man is eventually prominent, his black armor sort of gleaming in the light. As his eyes also glint. There's no... Oh god, I just realized the whole time I had Ansaw up. God damn it. Well, I'm learning with every single thing, but nonetheless, the man's got an appearance. But finally, with all of
My
that,
token, I would.
you eventually lay your hands on the man, and then there's a bit of a... As it coughs up a little blood. The axe is literally shuddering. It's spit out of his ribs as it clatters to the ground. And then the man on the other side of the bridge sort of cocks his head at that, looks to you, Magnolia, and just goes, "Now those are some quick hands. Everyone give a round of applause for the girl." As the rest sort of shakily, one gives a clap, but the others are dead silent.
I imagine that one guy like it's like trying to start a slow clap or something.
It fails miserably. Yes. As the guy's literally trying to gasp air out as he goes, "However, I'm still here. I need to take what the deal owes." So how is this gonna work, Healer Girl?
What deal?
There's a bit of a pause, and just the high strategist sort of looks and just goes, I don't think this is really necessary. Oh, no. The deal was made before any of you deserter sons of bitches showed up and ruined this place with your filth. We need bodies, and you need coin. With every single body, you give a bit of a reward. Now, I understand that this deal won't entirely go through, but I need a body.
Oh, god damn it. I need to make a wisdom save.
You actually...
Can I web sling up on top of the... This is the tavern, right? With the
Oh,
wheel?
god, he holds his tongue. He observes the situation. He doesn't just go, I was about to say, well, how much is your body worth? I was about to do that.
May I ask with whom this deal was made?
Why, the Oxum Empire, of course. Everybody's starting to look towards Molly, and she's like, what are you looking at me for? What are you looking at me for? Oh! Or are you already choosing a volunteer?
Is there any way that we could do this without bodies? Maybe friendship, perhaps?
The man begins to
Magnolia,
approach.
please tell me you're over here.
Probably.
Well, yeah, I guess I would have had to be, like,
He walks...
essentially, like, in the middle of everyone.
The man
revivify
walks
the person.
over the bridge.
Angriff is going to stand in front of Magnolia wherever she is to protect her. Even though he's at half health.
I'll move myself over here.
As he begins to move over, you see how tall this man is. He's almost 7 feet in all of his black armor. And interestingly enough, you, at the base of your memory, remember this guy, Angriff. Not from your past life, but from your current one.
Uh-huh.
This was one of the men that resurrected you.
Great.
And he sort of sizes you up and sizes you down. And here you are, too. I'd take you, but you're not particularly high on our list. But as for her, that's a full-bred eidolon, isn't it? A holy spirit inside of a fabricated body. I'd buy her off from you if you were willing. Of course, if there was a price to name, would you provide it?
I'm gonna pay you so low. Is that an option?
Really? Not even if I was to give you back any of your memories?
Don't give a shit.
Shame.
Dead is dead. The past is past. Now is here.
Wise words from the Tin Man. You know, it's actually sort of funny. He pulls forth a blade. That's almost sort of... You remember it, but you don't remember why. Angriff. It's a bit thin. And it doesn't seem to fit his vibe, but it shines quite bright. I would have done great things with her. But, either way. And with that, he flicks the blade, and he buries it in Molly's stomach. Ooh.
Can I try casting intrusive thoughts?
I don't know if he'd make it. He has advantage on spells.
What's that? He's got a plus 14 to hit.
And all right,
I'll try it anyway.
You'll try anything once. This is the strangest session I've ever had. All right, that's a wisdom save.
Yep.
Okie dokie. It with most people, it would be like it wouldn't be noticeable. It would be, oh, they have a sudden memory shift. It would be a change. And yet, the blade is at her throat. It nicks it slightly, despite the force that went behind it. You're just not going to let me have anything today, am I? Fine.
Let him speak.
He pulls back.
Yeah.
He just pulls back the blade as you see pants-shitting fear on Molly's face. All you've seen on her face so far was smugness and a hint of standoffishness.
As well as hatred.
This is the first time you've seen her have another response. He just sheathes the blade. I'll let you off easy tonight, Bellow's Bog. But remember our deal. And with that, he snaps his fingers, and the creatures that were sort of surrounding, the horrible, twisted, bloated bodies, begin to traipse back into the bog. As he begins to start doing the slowest dash you've ever seen of just walking 60 feet to the water. Do I get your name, Eidolon?
Me?
I don't see any other eidolons here.
Yeah, gosh, why do I always roll so low on my wisdom saves that I impose on myself? The name's Magnolia. Maybe next time we can meet on more friendly terms.
Perhaps, Magnolia. But until then, Calro
Hey,
the Oh, yes? You recognize this guy, Callis.
Oh, I recognize this guy?
Well, he was from one of the other groups. Namely, he was kind of the enforcer for the Witch-King. So, kind of higher up than you.
Yeah, I do think... I was gonna ask, can I make an Arcana check to get an idea of how strong this guy is? Because I think Callis's first instinct is, oh, we really don't want to fight that guy.
You don't even need to make a roll for that.
I'm so glad I made that wisdom save.
That dude is a Death Knight.
That's our wheelhouse, boys.
I feel like Callis was on the roof like, Angrif attacks this guy. I think I grab Magnolia and Kirsty and I'm like, we gotta go.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, if he keeps killing people while I'm still there and I go down, I'll pop back up. I will be the most annoying thing in his way.
And yet, the man withdraws and goes back into the water a little bit before, poof, he is gone again. Hey, Callis, what's your passive perception?
Not that high, just 11.
11? You did see him pull something before he dipped. You don't know what.
Pull something?
From
Like on
his
him?
side. Before he disappeared. Peek behind the curtain. Maybe he can't teleport by himself.
Okay, so he did some kind of motion or something, maybe contacting somebody.
Or he pulled an
What?
artifact that could, or he pulled something that could teleport him.
I see.
Or a signal to
Is this
have
something that only Callis would have seen?
No,
people
you
that
could have
able to
seen it
see?
if you were looking at him, which I don't think there's anything else you'd look at.
Okay. Would a passive perception of 16 be better, or could I roll to see? Considering I don't think Magnolia would have been looking away
Yeah, I
from
mean,
this
if
guy
I-
at all.
Yes. I would say, yeah, that is an opportunity.
Could I maybe help Magnolia? Because I
Sure.
was gonna do an Arcana, but I guess I can maybe...
You can roll an Arcana to see if you give him advantage. Excuse me.
I get a 19 Arcana.
19 Arcana, there's advantage.
Alright, give it another shot, Megs.
Megs.
Oh
17.
gosh. 17.
17. Huh. That was a scroll.
Do I get anything on my 19 Arcana?
With the 19 Arcana, you also sort of spotted it. That was a scroll.
He used to scroll to teleport.
Which means you kind of get a little bit of what happens with the Oxum.
That's pretty big magic.
That is.
Well, I'd say that went well.
Callis
Everybody
definitely
is
like
still frozen in
Callis
fear.
definitely like lays back against the roof of the building she's on and is just like, ugh.
Is there any chance this would allow us to get the axe now?
There's a bit of a pause as Ansad just sort of looks up and just goes, yes. Molly just sort of looks and he says, Molly, do you have a problem with that? I do not. As Molly is literally just grabbing her throat, making sure nobody can ever touch it.
Yay! We did it!
Oh, yeah. I go pass her on that. Good job. You saved 2 lives today.
And we will get to those 2 lives. As
You
well
saved
as...
the guard, and you saved her.
And we will get to...
I think this would be a great opportunity for a freeze frame, cheerful jump into the air.
Ocean man, take me by the hand. Nah. But we will find out the after effects in Bellow's Bog, as well as what comes next with the dwarves next time on
So is it like
Bloodstone Saga.